Taylor. So I just wanted to talk about this and video record this because I thought it was kind of incredible. Today I was thinking I need to make videos so that I can start creating some sort of movement toward my business and me creating a business. And I've struggled with this for a really long time, and I've changed the direction that I want to go like 1,000 times. And so finally, I sat down and I was like, okay, I'm gonna create some video ideas and around health and wellness. And I've gone back and forth between what I want to do and really struggled with this. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to see what kind of ideas I can come up with. And I was sitting there and I thought to myself, why don't I look back at the video ideas that I created around women getting into relationships and finding themselves and loving themselves again. And so I'm looking at all of this stuff that I created and I'm like, wow, like I actually kind of have a lot of ideas. And I went through and I'm like, okay, but let me just like look, how many ideas do I really have? And I think I had like 15 or 16 or something like that. And I'm like, wow, that's actually quite a few ideas, and they're not too bad, you know, like they're pretty thought out. They're already like, it's not just the idea, it's the idea with the summary of what the video would be like and the meat of what would be in the video, right? So I'm like, something about looking at that made me decide that I wanted to look at my old website. So I pull up my website and I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know, this is pretty cute. Like I put a lot of really good work into this. And I ended up looking at my About Me page, and I read the About Me page, which wasn't completely finished, but it was only like the end little detail, like click here if, and then I had a little ... and if you're interested ... you know, it wasn't complete, but the bulk of it, like there was a mass amount that was completely done that sounded really good. And no, an About Me page and a website doesn't mean that you have a business. Like there's a lot that you have to do to get people's attention to your business. But it's so crazy because it kind of re-inspired me. It kind of made me realize why I was going in the direction that I was going. I felt like I had kind of lost that. And because I lost that, it made me lose some of that motivation that I really had going that made me excited about what I was doing. And I just wanted to create this video because I wanted to remember this moment, that it's okay to fall back on yourself sometimes and get lost, but remember to look back at what you've created, at what you've done, at the work that you've put into it, and try to remember where it was that you were going, you know? For me, it was, look at the beauty in what I've created. Look at the beauty in how I could help somebody. Look at how this material that I created such a long time ago, some of it super long time ago, some of it fairly recently, but look at the direction that you're going. Like I had so much forward momentum, and the only thing that I had left to do was to actually make the stuff that would put me out there, like making videos and making content for people to look at and for people to gain stuff from. I had already created an entire course. I had already created workbooks. I had already created emails. I had already created my entire website with minor bits and pieces here and there that I didn't have yet, but it's so small. It's so small. I mean, I already had a booking company where I could, or I shouldn't say I had a booking company. I should say like I had signed up with a program so that I could get people on to sign up for doing coaching with me. I already had a payment situation set up. I already had a phone number associated with this website that allows you to make contact with people without them having your actual physical phone number, like a cell phone number, because it basically gives you a business number. So I had everything set up. I just had that one little piece of me not putting things out there into the world because I had this fear, which is probably a whole nother topic. But yeah, again, I just wanted to create this to remember this moment, to remember that you're worth this. You're worth doing this. And if you're doing it for the right reasons, if you're doing it for the reasons that you wrote down, and if you're trying to help people, then it's going to work one way or another. And you just have to keep pushing. You just have to keep pushing and things will happen. And you have to start putting yourself out there because it won't happen if you don't put yourself out there. I think that's all for this video, but if this ever goes out, I hope that whoever is watching and whoever is listening, that you know that you're worth it and that you deserve recognition for what you're doing, and that when you start putting yourself out there, you will see recognition. Like, you will see that you're worth it. You will see that the work that you've put in is recognized when you start putting yourself out there after you're done doing all the back end stuff. And I hope this has inspired you to start putting yourself out there.